I'd like your back. I'm going to knock your fucking head off.
Do you worry about you trust everybody that's around you? You keep an eye on your finances and shit like that?
Well, my circle is getting a lot smaller.
Is it?
Yeah. Of just people that surrounds me anyway. Because
did you notice there were people that were just kind of,
You know what it is you develop a comfort with people that you know. You feel like you know. But their intentions change.
Right.
Because people every day, they're not the same person. I had my son's mom, I know for 13 years. I woke up one day, she decided we was enemies. You know what I mean? It's like how many 53% of the people who get married get divorced.
Right.
And I'm sure that there's one side of that party that really don't, listen, we don't have to get divorced, do we? You know what I'm saying? It's going to split up half of everything I've earned. At that point, I'm sure that there would be a compromise on some levels if they could just come to that, to that actual meeting. But the other person is like, no, I'm going to go. Give me my half, and that's it.
Ugh,
you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, it creates a phobia. Financially, I think we condition ourselves without even being conscious of it. Like a little boy, we're going to give him a car. The car is actually on the street right now. So what does that car equate to? Finances. Because you got to get the money to get the car that he's actually playing with. If it's a Tyco truck, then it's saying work. Because it's saying construction. If it's Hess, it's saying gas. If it's a fire truck, it's saying be a fireman when you get older. And then a little girl, before she's grows into being a little girl, when she's still a baby, we give her a baby. We give her a house. To play with, we give her a cooking set. So we're teaching her nurturing and actually groom the family at home. These are traditions that we already have. Like when the woman should take care of the home and the man should, be the breadwinner.
Wow.
In different ways, and we're not even, like, a lot of people are not even conscious of it, but we do those things.
We went to the premiere of Righteous Kill, and we saw, we were sitting actually in front of Erwin Winkler, so we saw you having a nice gentlemanly chat. And I'm like, I knew he was somebody. I didn't know who he was. I don't recognize him.
Yeah.
But you got up and we, just chit-chatting with him and his wife. And, Erwin Winkler doesn't look like the type of guy that hangs out with 50 Cent. It's just, you don't picture them two in a car together. You did scenes with Pacino and De Niro together. I mean, you're not nervous rapping. Are you terrified doing that? Because my acting is shit.
It's a learning experience. Definitely when you're with someone that's that great. Their choices have been what we've been watching for, like, decades.
Yeah.
Al Pacino and Robert De Niro. Don't get no better than that.
Why do you think hip-hop artists translate so well into acting? Not all of them. I've seen some shit. But I mean, like,
some of us develop a comfort that allows you to be in front of the camera. I'm in front of the camera so often. Look at we here right now. You taping me. It don't matter.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And you just relax and be yourself in front of it in different ways. But, I mean, acting is a whole nother thing. It's the study of human behavior. You watch other people and kind of take things from them. It makes you more observant. Even when I watch a film, I see it differently now because I see the shot. I see how they shot the scene instead of just watching the film. Before, it would just be sit and look.
Right. Just watching it as a spectator.
Because I know that it took 45 minutes for them to go ahead and change the lights and they went and said the lines again from a different angle. It was like, so it changes the whole process.
Do you get tired of all the emphasis put on... Because I'm sure you and I flew together one time. I'm sure. I remember. Of course he does. We took a flight together to Cancun. We sat next to each other. And we just chit-chatted about the FCC, and then I got, I just shame-spiraled and ran out of things to say. Sounded like a fucking idiot. You were being very engaging.
Sort of like now?
No, but I mean, I was actually surprised he was so, soft-spoken, nice dude.
Do you remember him?
I don't remember the actual trip.
Thank you. I just wanted to hear you say.
What I do is I maintain a general respect for everybody. Regardless, because you don't know how important the person is you're talking to.
Well, in that case, the person you're talking to is not particularly important. But
no, but what I'm saying is, I don't know when I'm going to run into him.
Right.
Or what that person actually does. He could be somebody that I need in the future to help me move to the next level. And if you don't show that courtesy and respect, I've had the same situation happen, and with the president of Lionsgate was sitting across from me in the actual airplane, and I didn't know he was the president of Lionsgate till I got to that point where I'm meeting him. But I recognized him from there. I said, yo, did we ride on a plane from New York to Los Angeles? He said, yeah. And I remember because he got a head full of white hair. Like, his whole hair is, like, white. So he was one of those guys that you look
just
at
recognize
and go, how the fuck did that happen?
You know what I'm saying? You're either really old or something scared the shit out of you. So we were talking about the FCC and how hard it was to get videos and stuff done, and you were saying that there was all these problems that they were giving hip-hop with content. How tired are you to have to explain? You understand, like, it's not... your responsibility or my responsibility to raise people's family for them. And how frustrating is that as a performer?
I think that, you know, they'll ask in different positions. They'll ask the craziest questions. They'll try to place the weirdest responsibilities on entertainment. You know what I mean? Like, the pro athlete, because, you know, their kids want to be those pro athletes and join them, they create dress codes.
Yeah.
Now you got to wear a suit. Period. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of these guys come from environments that come from not having. So their tattoos read the same as mine. When they get on the court, you see things that reflect the same energy and the mentality that lives where I actually come from. But they got to wear a suit because it's mandatory now.
It's got to be ridiculous.
I know you had a problem with the billboard with the guns in your hand, I guess.
Yeah, when I was doing Get Rich or Die Trying.
Yeah.
And you know what it is? There's standards that are completely acceptable in different art forms. Like if I mention 007.
Right.
What do you think of? The logo is the gun pointed at you.
Yeah.
If you think of Rambo, what is the highlight in that? What Terminator? All of these things, the gun is the star of the actual film.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like, so when you actually, those things are acceptable in film to utilize for marketing purposes. When you think of even what's the name? At the time it was Angelina and Brad was in the same movie, Mr. and Mrs. Smith.
Yeah.
And they had the guns out at the same time. And then nobody had an issue with that. The problem is they look at me and says, no, you don't understand. He fucking has that gun right now.
You might. I mean, it's true. We're certainly all wondering.
Yeah. Well, it's like Spielberg went back and took the guns. They computer generated E.T. and they put walkie-talkies in the age like that, so they wouldn't have guns.
Enough already.
A little silly.
How upset were you when McCain lost? Were you upset about that?
I wasn't.
You were upset about
Okay, I mean, but I'd like the taxes to be low. But
yeah, that's my big beef.